there. It's time for a story about the monarch butterfly. The monarch butterfly does the neatest thing. Monarch butterfly. It's summertime in the north. A breeze stirs the stem of a milkweed plant. The monarch egg is white and shiny. It is the size of a small dot and sticks to the leaf. So there's a picture of a milkweed plant. And then if you look closely, there's the little tiny egg that's stuck to it. You see that? When the butterfly lays the egg, she makes it sticky. Wind and rain cannot make the egg come loose. In a few days, the egg hatches. Out crawls a small caterpillar, also called a larva. First, the caterpillar eats the eggshell and then chews away the milkweed leaf. The egg of a monarch is almost always laid on a milkweed plant. The plant will be its food. So there's a picture of that milkweed plant. And then that's where the egg was with the rain again. The caterpillar eats and grows and begins to change. It breaks out of its old skin, showing a new skin underneath. This is called molting. So when he loses his skin, it's called the molting process. And you can see that little caterpillar and he's molting. There's his skin behind. I'll try to get it closer. For 2 weeks, the caterpillar eats and eats. It molts about 5 times. Wow. Finally, it is a full grown monarch caterpillar about 2 inches long. Wow, neat. Now, something wonderful begins to happen. The caterpillar creeps to the stem of a leaf. It attaches itself to the stem and drops down head first. The caterpillar's bright colors become greenish. What do you think he's making? I bet by now you know. Then the skin splits and moves up to the top. The skin falls off. A new strange form appears. It is called the chrysalis or pupa. The chrysalis is like a blanket that is wrapped around the body growing inside. Ooh, what is growing inside? At first, the chrysalis is long and soft. Then it shrinks and hardens and becomes light green colored or decorated with gold dots. Inside, the monarch butterfly begins to grow. Oh, so you can see where the gold dots are starting to appear. They don't happen right away. The gold dots come a little bit later. About 2 weeks later, the chrysalis changes again. It turns gray green before becoming transparent. Transparent means you can start to see the little monarch butterfly underneath. Inside are white dots and orange and black lines. You can see that butterfly starting to form inside. Oh, we know it's ready to hatch when that happens. Here it comes out. The chrysalis wiggles, then it splits open. The butterfly begins to pull itself out. The head and legs appear first, and then the rest of it slides out. Look at it. The wings are tiny and stuck together, and the butterfly's abdomen is big. The abdomen becomes smaller when its fluid is pumped into the wings. The wings become bigger. A caterpillar is turned into a butterfly. This is called metamorphosis. So look very closely. There's that big long word, metamorphosis. Oh, you can also see, I forgot to show you. Look here. You can see that abdomen is full of that liquid that's going to pump into the butterfly's wings. And then the abdomen, which is kind of like his tummy, gets a little bit smaller. The butterfly sits quietly for a few hours, waiting for its wings to dry and harden. At last, they begin to move slowly and then beat faster and faster because the butterfly is learning to fly. The butterfly flutters up toward the sky. Monarchs have a bad taste and will make a bird or animal sick if they are eaten. So most of them know. So most of them are left alone. So isn't that interesting? Monarchs taste yucky, And animals know that before they even try them. So they just stay away from them because they know instinctively that they don't taste well. This page has lots of information. Look closely at it. You'll be able to see the different parts. There are many parts of a butterfly. So I want you to look up. Here are the scales. The butterfly has these little antennae or feelers. There's his head. The proboscis is like, whoops, over here is like his tongue. The wing, and then there's his leg and his abdomen. Is that neat? The monarch butterfly only flies during the day. When it rains, the butterfly stays dry, hidden under leaves. Interesting. I wondered how butterflies did it in the rain. I guess they don't. Fall is on the way. Soon it will be cold. If the monarch butterfly doesn't fly south, it will die. Once again, it darts up into the sky. The butterfly will take a long trip to a warmer place. This is called migration. And the monarch butterfly actually flies all the way from where we live way down to Mexico. Can you believe it? He can fly almost or up to 2,000 miles. That's a long way for a little tiny butterfly to go. The monarch will fly to where the ancestors have always gone, sometimes to the very same tree. How do they even know that? They were laid in an egg up in north. When they hatch out, they fly all the way south and they can find the tree that their grandma and great grandpa lived in. They're amazing. Other monarchs keep appearing, making a cloud of orange in the sky. At night, they rest in trees. I have never seen that, but I think it would be really, really cool to see an orange cloud going by and knowing that it was a whole group of monarchs. Sometimes they fly up to 12 miles an hour, almost 100 miles in one day. There could be over 1,000 butterflies traveling together. That would be a beautiful sight. They fly to places such as Florida, Southern California, and Mexico, like I said. Some butterflies migrate, I said 2,000 miles. They can go up to 4,000 miles. They will stay south throughout the winter. So, do you see here? This is where we live, and that's why I said our butterflies go down to Mexico. That's kind of cool. I wish they'd take me with them. Maybe they would get me to a beach. Some towns and cities are proud to have the butterflies visit them. They have festivals to celebrate their arrival. That would be cool to see. I think that would be worth a festival. Children dress up for parades in butterfly costumes. Sometimes there's a band and visitors come from all around. How cool is that? I think the rest of no, there's a little bit more. Monarchs can cluster together, thousands of them clinging to one tree. A butterfly tree. That would be cool to see too. In the spring, these butterflies will migrate north again to the fields of the milkweed plants. So we'll see them again next year when they come back to lay their eggs. And then the rest of this book just talks about how you could take care of your own monarch butterfly. My mother-in-law actually has had monarch butterfly chrysalises in her house, and she's actually watched them hatch. I was there one time and I got to see it hatch. It was so neat. So if you ever get the chance to have a chrysalis, you should try it. It would be really cool. Have a great afternoon. Bye. Get outside and look for a monarch.